Hello everyone, welcome back to this episode of the Mini Rad Rover. Alright, in this episode I'm going to fit this bike in with the carton. I rolled the seat back. Alright, so this is what it looks like. I rolled the seat back right here. Fit the carton in here, angled it in a way that basically looks like this, and so I should be able to close it. Alright, everything is in, its doors closed. It does fit. It even fits with the basket here, so it looks like I'm good to go. Alright everyone, welcome back. So here's the bike. I did get a chance to drop off my young one, and it is very cold out there today. It's in the mid-30s, which isn't too bad if you're inside your house or you're walking about, but since I rode my bike, my RADMINI bike yesterday, it was cold. The wind chill makes it cold. So today I'm warming up, wearing layers of clothes. I got my glove. As you see, I got this here. This is my inner layer, and then I have some kind of windbreaker / waterproof, very thin jacket, and then I have a hoodie that I can actually zip right here. And then for the inner layer, I have like an Armor All, not an Armor All, but those Under Armour shirts. They're, stretchy poly plastic shirt that wicks away sweat and everything. So I do have that as well. So I have some kind of Under Armour long sleeve, and then I have this kind of mid layer that is also very breathable, and then I have this kind of not so breathable but windbreaker, and then I have a hoodie, and then I'll have some gloves here. I'm worried about my gloves. These are just fleece gloves. So what I'm going to try to do is I haven't bought anything for this stuff. It rarely gets this cold around this time of year where I am. I'm in the deep south. I'm in Houston, and so it doesn't get cold like this often. But it feels very cold to me. So I'm going to try these nitrile gloves here that I get from Harbor Freight. I have them all the time. Using them in my garage. I'm going to wear this. I'm going to wear this, and then I'm going to use my mid layer that has this kind of thing in the sleeve. I find very useful. And then I'm going to wear my glove on top of all that, and we'll see how it handles up against the wind. And then on top of all that, I do have this for my face. This is just what I have right now. I'm sure a buff would manage, but I didn't bring any chapstick or lip gloss or whatever. So I want to protect my face and my lips. My lips are going to probably blister through this cold, and my ears as well. I did try to ride yesterday, and man, my face and my hands were numb, my ears were numb. And then of course I have my helmet. So wish me luck. But before I go and do all that, what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to go to the fitness center over there, and then I'm going to actually warm up, get on the treadmill, do some weightlifting, and then ride my bike. So usually my daily routine would be to drop my youngest to pre-K, go to the fitness center, get on the treadmill. Then I would ride a stationary bike, and then I would go and lift some weights, and then go back on the stationary bike, and then maybe on the treadmill, and then go drive and pick up my young one. So I'm incorporating the RAD mini bike into my routine, so I can enjoy the amenities that I have out here and go to the. I think I'm going to go to the sports park or the sports complex today, and just ride around and see. Just go on the trails, not too much. You know, I don't want to get too muddy, so I'll try to stay dry or go on dry places. But I'll look at exploring some other options as I do this every day. Anyways, wish me luck. Alright, I just went to the fitness center, but I only walked about 5 minutes on the treadmill. I was getting warm already. It's really warm, and I got two layers of pants, a few layers on the shirt side, so I was getting warm. I feel pretty good outside now. Anyways, now that I'm warmed up, I'm gonna go ahead and take the bike out, and let's see what happens. Alright, just like that, I'm up and ready to go. I guess I'll be gearing up and take a ride. Alright, I got some bad news. My bike is not turning on. I got the battery on. I got the battery, as you can see here. It's on. It's on. I think I have enough power. Let's have a look at the power gauge here. Yeah, you can see it's turning green. Focus, there we go. Should be all green. It's hard to pick up, but it's all green. Let's go and push the power assist. Turn on mode. Mode is not on. Mode is not working. Okay. Mode is not going on. So, after 1 week of use, it died on me. Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy riding it manually. Let's see if it turns on during the ride. Alright everyone, I'm cutting back in, and I'm here at the hill. The e-bike is not responding to turning on. I don't know what to do other than just ride the bike. I guess this is it's a success on transporting this bike, folding this bike, and having it fit in the vehicle, but it's a failure as in getting it going. The whole point of the e-bike is to ride it. So you can see, right, I'm pushing it. That's the mode. I'm pushing it, and nothing's happening. Well, at least I still have the RAD Rover, so I guess I can still take that around. The bike still works as a functional bike. I put some nitrile gloves and then put these gloves over it. They're kind of helping. The thing I'm worried about is nitrite gloves they collect sweat. If I was going faster, I can really test out if this was really working, but my hands seem to be somewhat warm, and that's good enough. They're not freezing. So let's see how long that lasts. I'm gonna go to the sports complex anyway. I'm gonna go and just ride it manually and come back, and I think that should be enough time for me to do whatever, and then I think I'm gonna go and just hit the gym and do some weightlifting there. But I guess in my next episode I'm going to figure out if, let me see here, nope, still not going on. I'm going to figure out how good their warranty is, how good RAD Power Bike's warranty is on this. It's barely a week, 2 weeks at most. It's definitely not a year. So we'll check it out. Alright. Okay everybody, I think I found my problem. As I was riding, I was thinking about like maybe the wires got disconnected. And so I started checking, because when you fold the bike, it puts a lot of tension on the wire. So I was checking, I was like, okay, is this tight, is this tight? And as soon as I pulled on this, boop, this came off. And so let me go ahead and connect this. And this is what I'm talking about, nitrite gloves. This is how I'm wearing it. Let me see if I connect it, that it'll start working. All right, success. It is on. The wire is now connected here. Problem solved. Let's test it out again. Yes, problem solved. Great. Now I can ride and test it out, and I can test these gloves out and my all the gear that I'm wearing. All right, I made it. There's actually a little sidewalk that they made over there. I might explore that a little bit later. It goes out into the trail. I wonder where that goes. Supposedly there's also going to be another one going through here and back out there. Here's the sports center. Baseball fields, soccer fields, baseball fields, trails out back that way and that way. I'm gonna go hit the trails first, have some fun, and then I'll explore this little new sidewalk that they built and see where it goes. So here to really enjoy the, oh, look at those flock of birds right there flying, or little cranes, little levee system here. So let me have some fun and enjoy the ride now that I got power to my RAD power bike here. Oh, thank goodness. I got here a lot faster and a lot quicker. So anyways, let me get back to you later. Okay, I'm at the sports complex. This is probably one of the nicer fields here. It's a soccer field and a football field, as you can see. Looks like AstroTurf, artificial grass. So really nice. You can see the markings, little football yard markings, and it's obviously a soccer field. I guess during the weekend, soccer and football, kids football, they have events here. Anyways, I'm going to be following this trail into the woods, and it basically goes to the bayou, or the river. It's actually called the river. So far I am very warm. I feel a little sweaty, but because it's cold, I think my body absorbs that sweat pretty well, or dries it up, even though the inner lining here is a windbreaker. I can't feel the wind, which is awesome. The mask I'm wearing, or the whatever, balaclava that I'm wearing that has a zipper in the front, it's somewhat useful. I have to zip it down to my chin so I can breathe. The zipper gets in the way of me exhaling, and I feel like I'm a little suffocating, but it does keep my ear warm, my cheeks are warm, and my nose isn't too bad. It's not too bad at all. So I feel comfortable in this weather. It's probably still in the 30s, upper 30s now, but riding it on Power Assist 5 and going really fast, I can't feel the wind on my knuckles, and it's still early in the morning, and it's probably the coldest right now, but I feel good. I feel like I can ride all day now. I got to figure out time to head back because I got to pick up my youngest one, but I'll be off. I'll show you some more videos here. All right, I'm coming back in, and man, looks like there's a lot of rain here because you can see this is just eroded away. I remember when this was basically, well, it was more sloped. There was more dirt here last time, I remember. This is where the concrete is, so you can kind of see there was a trail to kind of walk down there and kind of get to the river here and go fishing, most likely catfishing or something or whatever. Birds are going crazy, man. So here's the RAD Rover. It made it. I'm so glad I got the power. Check the wires. If your display doesn't work and you can't turn it on, check the power. I might tape this so it doesn't come on loose. I might do something like that, or even use RTV just to seal it up. maybe not, I'm not sure. So far, so this little piece was the issue right here. Yeah, check your wires. It's foggy, so you see a little bit of moisture. See a little bit of moisture here. Tires are holding up really great. This is decomposed granite. I don't see any bike trail per se. I see a dry creek forming over at the bridge over there, little mini bridge. I don't think I'll be using that to ride because it just ends up going to the river. So let me go to the other side. Wow, just a place I like to go. Within my community, it's some of the amenities that this place has to offer. A sports park with trails. So all right, I'm enjoying this. I am really liking this, and I got about, I would say an hour and a half to ride around before I have to head back and to the fitness center, and maybe I'll have about half an hour time where I can maybe do some weightlifting and then continue on. All right, everyone, I made it back to the other side. This one has a deck, so really nice. Man, look at that view. Look at that view. This one has a little bit more land here. There are some like little trail, but I don't think I can ride on it. I don't know if I would get that close to the river. But I've seen people, if you go down further there, I've seen people fish there. I've seen the chairs and everything and fishing poles, but there was a lot of erosion since it rained and flooded with, gosh, what's that recent hurricane that flooded Houston? Anyways, it's definitely gotten wider. I'm a little concerned how much wider this is going to be. But anyways, there's supposed to be a bike trail here, which I've been here before. I don't see any bike trail other than the little dry creeks here to let the water out when it rains out through. But I'll be headed back. Let me go check out the new sidewalk they put in over at the levee, and if I have enough time I'll explore that a little bit, but let me just continue on and keep going. And I am feeling very warm. Everything I have on is keeping me dry and warm, and although I am sweating a little bit because of the electric bike, I'm not that sweaty, and I am very much enjoying riding this thing. This is my backpack here, my water bottle. There is a hydration pack in here, but I just don't use it. This is supposed to be like a little, I have like 10, I wouldn't say 10, I have like 8 of these, and they're all like little bug out bags for me. That's how I use them. Anyways, love the bike, enjoying the ride. It is getting muddy. You can see right here the little decomposed granite. Can't wait for the full fenders, man. I want those full fenders. I think that's going to make my well, it doesn't do anything to the ride, but it definitely keeps the bike clean, and when I go back home I don't have to wash it as much or as hard. I can enjoy just riding more of it. So anyways, let me continue on. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, but that trail that goes on the other side of the sidewalk of the levee, that just takes me into a residential area, and I ended up actually in another completely location. I didn't realize how much of a shortcut that was. So now that I know it's a shortcut, I kind of have an idea where to go. I'm telling you, without this bike, I probably wouldn't have as much fun in my community as I thought I would. And I'm learning more and more about where I am and where to go. All the amenities that I have for being here. This is another one, a little putting green. Next time, I'm thinking about, either some kind of PVC pipe I could put here or in here or something, or whatever. Put it sideways, put it diagonal, or put it this way, and maybe I could put a fishing pole. I could put my putter, my little putter. I could just slide it in there, and they'll just, something to transport. And I could come out here and just putt around. Not that I'm a great golfer or anything, but I think just doing something relaxing takes all the stress away and makes life really great. There's the actually range up there, and that's from the hurricane. There was a lot of trees here, and that kind of all got twisted away. I think there might have been a tornado here during the hurricane, but it's open now. Last time I was here, they had this whole area blocked off, and all the debris and trees and everything. That's a clubhouse, golf cart, garage. Anyways, I made it here in pretty good time. I think I got a lot of time. I can probably just ride around to all these different places and have some fun. Anyways, wow, I'm having tremendous fun. The RADMINI, it's good. It goes places. Man, look at the dirt I'm building up right here. As I was riding through the streets, all the dirt started flicking in my face. Thank God I got a balaclava and just gloves. Otherwise it would have, and glasses. It would have just hit me in the face or in the eye. Anyways, I cannot wait for the full fenders. Once I get these full fenders here, front and back, I'm gonna have some fun without worrying about all this other stuff too much. Wow. Okay, let me ride around and have some fun. I'll probably head back to the fitness center. I know there's like a little trail there that I can ride, so I'll go and explore that. All right, I'm on a trail. The trail there was a decomposed granite trail that ended over there, and it became just grass. Came over here. I know there's a trail here because according to Google Maps there's a bike trail, and I guess if I wanted to I could just take it all the way around. But I found this thing, and it looks like there's a little trail right here. Let's see how the RAD rover, or the mini RAD, handles some rocks. And I guess I could try to walk it over, but let me try to see if I can bike over it and take it up that hill. Let's see what I can do. There's supposedly you're not allowed to have a motorized vehicle, but this is an electric bike. Let's see what happens. Alright, I made it to the other side, but I didn't ride through. Those boulders are kind of big, and I have to admit I'm not experienced enough to ride over them. Man, they are big and huge and very bumpy. I tried to, but I don't know, couldn't do it. Anyways, I had to walk it, and basically what really helped. Oh, I have to go back. That's my time. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just go up here and see what's up here, come back down. What got me up here was, believe it or not, if you push the down arrow, it's the walk assist, and I'll just show you. I'll just quickly show you here. I'm going to push walk assist, and it's going to help me go up this little hill, and I think that's where walk assist can really help you. See, there we go. Walking up the hill. It's very low, and it helps you just walk up the hill. So walk assist does help. I'm just gonna ride around and then take it from there. Actually, I need more help on the walk assist. There we go. Just get someplace flat. All right. Now it looks like a trail. It looks like a trail, so I'm gonna have some fun and see where it takes me. All right, this small little trail. I had to walk over a lot of logs. Some are pretty big, but it was fun to ride. I had to squeeze through some small spaces. It's more like a little walking trail than a bike trail, but it takes me back here and takes me on the other side of the bayou, which I know where I am. I just have to go there and back to the fitness center. That was fun. Maybe next time I'll just continue on and go see what else is out there. But that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. Now I'm going to go on the other side of the trail. I might have maybe another half hour. I would say about another half hour to ride around. I'm very close to the car and the fitness center, so I'm going to ride around and see what else is here. All right, I came around here and went all the way back around there, and well, across this bridge, and actually I ended up going back here, and then went through the other side here. Let's see here. Ended up going through the other side of where that wall is. There's actually a railroad crossing. Railroads right here. They come at late during the night. I feel sorry for some of these people that have to be here because I can hear the train on its horn, and I live probably about 5 to maybe 6 miles away. These people are right next to it, so they probably have to hear it in the middle of the night. It usually comes in the middle of the night, very slowly. So interesting. There's the wall over there that takes you all the way that way and this way. I'm actually going to, I have a little bit of time, so I'm actually going to go through the back over here. I'm going to try to go a little bit further on that side, take that trail again. So wish me luck. Well, that was fun. I basically went around, I went off that trail and I went all the way around here, came back around, and I ended up here. I don't know what street I am. I have to look at the map, but that was fun. I full throttled. I'm having fun here. I'm down to like 1 bar, or 1 bar is missing. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty full. I'm just gonna throttle all the way back and have some fun with this. This is they have trails here at the fitness center. I didn't even realize it. Now that I know they have it, I'll probably ride a lot more, do things, and be more active. And then I think I still have time to actually lift some weights by the time I get back there. I don't know, maybe I won't lift some weights. I am definitely getting sore in my leg, standing up and then taking all the bumps. So I am getting a good leg workout, and plus the pedaling. But mostly I'm having a tremendous amount of fun. So let me head back. I'm gonna keep riding. I'm gonna throttle it all the way. All right, everyone, I'm back here. Well, I needed to take a restroom break, so I did. Anyway, there's some people made this a little tree house, I guess. It's really nice in the shade out of the way, so I can take a restroom break. But pretty much here, you can kind of see this huge retention pond. Really is what it is, but I guess you could say it's a lake. Maybe there's some fish, maybe, I don't know. But maybe I come back here and just whether I actually catch anything or I don't, maybe just relax. In the winter the grass doesn't grow too much, so maybe it's not too bad, but I don't know what it's going to be like during the summertime. This huge tree here is nice to just be under and relax. And of course there's my RADMINI. It does pretty good. It takes me places. It's a little dirty, but man, I can go places with it. Transport it in my car, pick up my youngest. I don't know how much time I have. Yeah, I got about another 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and throttle this all the way back. Actually, I might even have another half an hour, really, if I really wanted to. If I skip weightlifting, but I don't know. I'll probably do some weightlifting, and then hit the fitness center and put this bike away, take the clothes off and everything, and get back in the gym and work out. I'm pretty warm. Does the nitrite glove work? Actually, it does. It kind of works. I'm not in like freezing temperature, and I'm not going that fast. It's probably gotten a little bit warmer, if anything, but it does make a difference. When I took it off, I felt the cold. Of course, I'm probably sweating in these, but it doesn't look like I'm sweating. Well, just slightly, just a little bit. And yes, the color of my skin is blue. I'm from Mars, and wow, it actually works really well. Put a little bit these fleece gloves, and I was pretty warm. Anyways, really loving it, really enjoying this. I think I'm going to do this more often. It is the winter time, so maybe it makes a difference. I have a feeling when it's summer, it's hot. There's a lot of bugs here. I'm in the south, so a lot of bugs, a lot of just maybe maybe I won't go out here. I'll probably end up going to the pool more often than anything, but I'll enjoy it right now. I'm telling you, feels like a little piece of privacy. Feels like you're in a lakefront property anyway. Anyways, let me ride around some more. All right, everyone, I'm back at the fitness center here. I'm back at the car here. I got this laid down because I knew it might get muddy, so I put that in there. Unfortunately, I got that's a thorn, and I was riding around. I saw this piece of wood stuck on it with some thorns, and I looked at it and I said, "Oh yeah, that's in there." So I'm gonna have to maybe green slime this when I get home. So that's it for me. Ugh. I'm done. So I'm gonna fold this. I'm gonna fold this bike and go ahead and put it right in there. All right, the bike is in the back here. I'm other than the two pants I have on and this thing which I'll remove, I'm headed back to the fitness center. I'm gonna work out. I got about 15. Well, it says 15 minutes. Got about 15 minutes to lift some weights, which is about enough for me to do a couple sets, and then I'm done. All right, everyone, I'm back in my car. Just did a workout. There's the bike. Fits in real nicely. I'm very, very happy with it. Check the wires when you start, because make sure they're all there, because when you fold it, the wires and the cables and everything, they kind of tighten up a little bit when it's folded, and make sure they're connected. So it does work. I was really worried that this thing was broken already, but no, it's still good. I spent a little moment here on the clothing here. This is my inner layer, and you can see that. Well, this is my mid inner layer, and you see it has that little thumb part for my thumb to come out. Very useful. Inside is like a little Under Armour stretchy, wicks away. This mid layer also wicks away a lot of sweat too. And what I noticed was when I was riding, this is my raincoat windbreaker. This is very wet. I could feel there's a little vent. There's a little vent right there, but this is still wet. All the sweat and perspiration stuck to this for the most part, but it didn't stick to my mid layer. All this I got from Academy or Walmart or Target. Nothing fancy. And then, so this was the windbreaker, and it's also a raincoat, very thin and very light. But I didn't feel any of the cold air come in wearing this. And then I just wear a hoodie, a fleece hoodie, cotton and fleece, with this inside, and that was it. This is a large, of course, a larger size. You wear it on the outer shell, and it broke up the wind pretty good. And then this kept the wind out. It kept the moisture in, but since it's cold, it also kind of almost kept me cool, because once it hit. This is also like a hood. You see a little zipper or Velcro. There's a hood in here which I've never used, but it makes a pretty stiff collar. So that keeps me warm as well. But what I've noticed is it gets wet here, and since it's cold, it actually also kept me from overheating. And I think this is great. This is a great balance. I think anywhere from 30 to 40 degrees outside, with the gloves and my nitrite gloves, and then my regular fleece gloves. It seemed to work, and I didn't feel cold at all. The balaclava, this is what I was using. I just ordered this online, something like this. The balaclava, I can't breathe through the zipper. It was very hard, so I kept it mostly down like this, and it covered my cheek. My nose came out, and a little bit of my mouth, allowing me to exhale and inhale. And this worked really well. It was a little tight on the helmet, but it worked. the chin strapped, the strap of the helmet came under here, so it was always kind of like tucked in. That worked. So on cold weathers like this, I'm probably going to do more of this. So I'll tell you all about it once I get home and wash the bike. All right. All right, everyone. I made it back home safely. Here's the bike. It fits. Here's what it looks like during the day. A little bit more better, you can see. And so just simply putting down the seat up there allows the basket to go in. I can put it in sideways and down like the way you see it here, and it does close and it does open. Very muddy. Oh, okay, I can really see the interesting. I can see the marks here. Okay, interesting. So there you go. Anyways, what I'm going to do now is simply take it out, wash it. There was it's amazing, there's still air in this thing. There was a thorn. Yeah, right here. That's it right there. There was a thorn. You can almost, let me see if I can see that. And I think that thorn, I mean, it was attached to a twig and with other thorns sticking out, and the thorns were like this long. So I'm surprised this thing is still, it still has air. But I'm gonna probably put green slime in this because I know now that this is going to happen. So I want to make sure I have air, and I kept riding it, and it kept going. But again, this is towards the end of my ride, so I'll eventually pull that out. And anyways, after I clean it, green slime in the tubes. These have tubes in it, and after that, I'll give you a little wrap up of transporting this. I had a lot of fun. All right, everyone. This is a different way of positioning my bike. The basket allows me to put it here on the bottom, like, and have it kind of like this. I set it up this way because I want to show you something. This thing, this is bent. When I was riding on that trail, I came across a tree that fell on the ground, and I was trying to get over it, and I felt something like hit, and obviously it hit this. Let me see if it hit anything else. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check the guard. I'm gonna have to check this, but this looks okay. There's nothing wrong here, but this is bent because when I started putting it down, you can kind of see. You can see that it's bent. Look at that. You can see that it's bent. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to unbend it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then let's put it together. Wow, look at all this dirt right here. My goodness. Anyways, let me do that. I'll try to figure something out. It shouldn't be too hard because it was easy to bend that way. It's aluminum. I'm sure it's probably easy to unbend it. Okay, everybody, with a crowbar and a cloth, so I wouldn't scratch it. Put it up here and then start pulling up against it, and this is about, I think, where it should be. You can tell there's still a little bend here. I tried bending this up as much as I can. Well, this is probably about as good as it's gonna get. You can see some cracking here on the paint. This definitely started cracking. But it is aluminum. Obviously a touch up for some white nail polish here, looks like. All right. Wow. Amazing. Okay. Anyways, I guess try not to go over logs or trees when you're on the trail with the mini RAD rover, because you're probably going to hit this thing and it's probably going to bend. It's aluminum, so I was able to use leverage to to do that. Okay, well, there's that. Let me see if I can set it up correctly now. Although setting up like this is not that bad either. It's not that bad. So okay, it's up, and finally got that fixed. That is bent correctly down there. Whatever this thing is, that is correct now. I'm glad the rubber piece is holding. The rubber piece is holding up really well. I'm actually kind of surprised. That's good. And then, okay, I got some damage done there, which, okay, not a big deal. When I do fold this, the weird thing I have about it is sometimes when the bar is folded down and I'm picking it up, sometimes I'll accidentally push this gear, and what ends up happening is it locks the cassette because the derailleur moves, and all of a sudden when you move this, all of a sudden it just locks, and sometimes it's a little bear to unfold sometimes. Another thing is, and this is just a thing that I had to do to make sure that it fits. I have to loosen this seat all the time because the seat here hits up against that part of the seat, the car seat there, and it won't quite go in, so I have to push this down below the basket to kind of tilt it in. And then of course, if you do transport your RADMINI, try to put some kind of blanket down there, because it will get, most likely you'll get some dirt on here when you put it in, especially if you don't have full fenders. But even if you did, you probably still get dirt, so try to put something there so that you can lay it down and then dust it off later. So there it is. The mud is kind of dry now, so I'll blow it with some compressed air. I'm going to blow it with some compressed air and then wash it. That's all I can do. And eventually I'll fix the front tire. I'll put some slime into the tubes. I'm still surprised this thing still has air. It's okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and slime the tubes on this one, because I'm a little surprised how fun it was and how durable it was. Matter of fact, let me see how many miles I have on it. Turn that on. Kind of get an idea of how many miles it has. There it goes. I put 20. Sorry about that here. 24 miles. It had 9 when I started. Essentially, I put 15. I put 15 miles on it. That's just today. I take my youngest to preschool every day, and I essentially go to the gym every day. And essentially, I just, for the most part, when I go to the fitness center, I just go on the treadmill. From there, go onto a stationary bike, and then I'll be there most of the time. Typically watching YouTube because I have Wi-Fi there. Then I'll coast and I'll, cool off. And then during the last maybe 15 to 20 minutes, then I'll do some weightlifting, and then I'll hit the treadmill again, just walking, and then hit the stationary bike without any resistance, just riding and watching YouTube. Now, it's completely different. I go to the fitness center to park because they have apparently a lot of trails, but from there I can go to the sports center, I can go to the golf club, the golf course, I can hit all the pools, I can essentially hit several different pools as soon as summer arrives. I can go to the second fitness center. What else do they have? I mean, they have quite a few more amenities. I can go fishing at the river. I can hit the trails. Man, there's so much, and just riding around, going through the off terrain behind all the houses and wherever they have the electricals. the electrical post lining up and running. Those are all areas where you just can't get on the street. And I'm riding them, and I'm finding little shortcuts here and there, which I think is awesome. Anyways, I'm going to conclude this episode. So far, my view on the RADMINI has dramatically changed now that I know that I can essentially fold the bike into a vehicle, take the vehicle somewhere, and then from that point ride it around like crazy, recreational or for transport or whatever, and it can handle it. I just went through some trails, nothing heavy, but nothing light either, and it took it. It still has enough energy. I might still ride it around. Let me see the battery life here. I only have one bar is gone. Let's take a look on the battery. That looks like one bar is gone. So battery life is still good. I was throttling it for the last half hour. I had to, excuse me while I focus here. Okay, I had to time it because I don't want to be late for picking up my youngest from pre-K. So I had to set up alarms, and basically the last half hour I was just throttling it all over the place, having fun. Until I got a little puncture, which is still inflated. Man, this is fun. This is having the RADMINI, a combination with the RAD Rover right there. I mean, I'm gonna have fun with bikes. I'm gonna have fun with electric bikes. And man, another thing is make sure all your wires are tightened as well. I don't know how this got loose, for whatever reason, but that was another thing. When I got it, I couldn't get it to go, and of course I had to ride the bike with no battery, no electricity. I still did it, but halfway through I figured out, hey, maybe this wire is not connected, and it wasn't. And as soon as I got it done, man, I was having fun. I was having so much fun. The trails were fun. I got to go to several different places, and really enjoyed it. I'll do another episode on the tires, so watch out for that. I'll do another episode on the clothes, what I wore in more detail, and maybe some of the things that you can do on cold weather. It really makes a difference. Makes your ride unpleasant if you don't have the right clothing and gear, from being a very fun and enjoyable bike ride that you can do all day practically. Anyways, I'm going to end this episode. Feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment, or even do a video response. Until next time, stay tuned. Bye.